Hey everybody, Connor here, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see by the title and thumbnail of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my horror film recommendations. And since it's Halloween, I felt like it was kind of appropriate to give you some recommendations on my favourite horror films anyway, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy them too if you haven't seen them already, although these are some very classic films, and I'm also going to be showing off the steelbooks to go along with them, as you may have seen from my previous videos that I'm a huge collector of steelbooks. So let's get straight into it and get started. The first film is going to be The Thing. And this is the Kurt Russell version as the protagonist. I really love this steelbook. I actually pre-ordered it when this came up. I think it was off Zavvi. And it just has the original poster artwork, and it looks really cool. If we open it up inside and take this out, it has a little booklet with artwork inside, and if you remove the disc, it also has some nice artwork of the buildings and just some cool imagery inside. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's still nice to have and to be there. And I really love the practical effects in this film, and it's really amazing. Like, you don't get a huge amount of stuff like that nowadays, and just to see the amount of practical effects that went into this film and the psychological thriller around something possessing people and you not being able to trust anyone. It's really interesting and fun movie to watch. So if you've not seen it, The Thing, highly recommend. So going into the next film here, we have Sam Raimi's The Evil Dead, the original. And yeah, the artwork on this again is just like the poster for the original film, and the artwork on the back is really cool. It's got a girl and just a load of red fire and kind of like splashes in the branches, so it's really cool artwork on there. And if we open it up, it's kind of hard to see, but we have the face when one of the girls gets possessed and they're laughing and their face becomes all deformed and ugly. We have that on the inside, which is really awesome. And yeah, this is just a classic film. This has got to be one of my favourite horror films of all time. I also love the sequels and even the remake that they did. I really enjoyed that film as well, even though it's somewhat controversial being a sequel and or not really a sequel but a remake. A lot of remake horror films aren't that good, but I really enjoyed the remake of The Evil Dead, and the original is always going to be a classic film that I can go back and watch. And yeah, it's just really gory. It has some great effects in it, some great camera work and audio, and some awesome satire as well in there. So if you enjoy some parody and satire, then it's a really great watch. And coming on to my favourite horror film of all time, it is Saw, the original Saw, the first one. And yeah, what's to say about this film? If you've not seen it, it's highly recommended because the story and the twist in this film is amazing. You won't see it coming, along with all of the horror and the traps that people have to try and escape from to survive, basically, because this crazy murderer is trying to kill them. But it's further on good, so it's fine. We can sympathise with him. On the back we have a saw, just like the name of the film. And if we open it up, it has some colourful spirals in there. So not too much to the steelbook. It's very simplistic and plain, but you don't want to overdo it overdo it all the time. And I really enjoy the steelbook, so awesome one for the collection. And since it is my favourite horror film of all time, I also have this alternative version. I believe this is a German version, and it has the girl in the bear trap, or the reverse bear trap as it's known in the film. And yeah, we just have some little information on the back. Also, it's like a glossy, shiny red, which you don't see very often for steelbooks, which is really cool. I really enjoy that. And yeah, this is still sealed because I have one that's open already, so why would I want to open this one when it's rare? And yeah, it's just for display purposes, because I have this other one that I can watch, so no point opening both of them, right? But those are my top 3 films. I have a lot of other films in the horror genre that I would enjoy, like The Conjuring is another one, as well as Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't have steelbooks for those at the moment because I've really not seen a steelbook for Nightmare on Elm Street that I've enjoyed and liked the look of, but those are certainly some of the horror films that I enjoy the most, and I'll probably be watching one of these on Halloween. So let me know in the comments below what horror films you're going to be watching, and be sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.